What a nasty thing to say. What a nasty, nasty question. Don't you ever ask me about Jeffrey Epstein again, okay? Get over it. It's over, okay? All right? The morons and the dummies with the QAnon shamans and the Epsteins need to knock it off, frankly, okay? Knock it off. It is enough with Epstein. No more Epstein talk, enough. Because President Bondi, okay, President Bondi was the president, frankly, all right? And she gave a binder full of blank pages to a bunch of idiots, okay? All right? They were all so stupid they did not even open up the binder to see the pages were blank, okay? All right? They were blank. The pages in the binder that President Bondi gave to the idiots were blank, and they were blank at a level nobody thought possible, okay? Nobody thought the pages could be so blank and empty. One of the idiots, probably the smartest out of the idiots, frankly, finally opened the binder, and they came up to me with tears in their eyes and said, "Sir, the pages in the binder are so blank and empty, they remind us of your relationship with the First Lady." The First Lady, remember her? Melanie, or Melania or something. But some people call her Melanie, frankly. But the Epstein files were blank. Okay, they were blank. And then President Bondi, she said she had the Epstein client list on her desk. Remember that? President Bondi said that. I didn't say that. But then the files disappeared. And then we had Dan. We had Dan Oingo Boingo. Dan Oingo Boingo. Remember him? Remember? He sang Dead Man's Party. And some say it might have been about my time partying with the late, great Jeffrey Epstein in Florida and New York. I partied with Epstein a lot, frankly, and I partied strongly and at a level nobody thought possible. But anyway, then Dan and Cash said there were no Epstein files. Can you imagine that? None. And they said that. They did. So blame them, okay? Blame Cash and blame Oingo Boingo, okay? So to sum up, the Epstein files were put in binders and given to morons. Then they disappeared, and then they became very fake. They became very fake and rigged, frankly, because President Bondi, remember? We talked about, and we blamed her earlier, and we learned a lot of this might be her fault. Well, she just left the door open to the FBI. Left it open. And then Barack Hussein Obama came in. He came right in. Like Sleepy Joe, Biden's open border. Obama just walked right in, and he started editing and adding. He was editing and adding and faking, frankly. Obama edited the fake Epstein files that did not even exist. Okay, Obama edited them. And now President Bondi has top men evaluating the documents that are not even real. And now, because of all that, President Bondi is sending weapons to Ukraine. Okay, corrupt Ukraine, I call it. Corrupt Ukraine that can't be trusted with our money and our weapons, are getting money and weapons from President Bondi, not me, okay? So, don't you ever ask me about Jeffrey Epstein again. Don't you dare even say Frankenstein around me either. Don't do it. There was no Jeffrey Epstein, none, or even a Frankenstein, frankly. And if there was one, it was only because Barack Hussein Obama wrote my name all over the documents, and the deep state tricked me into being a frequent flyer on the Lolita Express and into partying with Epstein for 2 decades. Okay? All right, next question.